I know I'm a grifter strong man. You could lick your hand and smack me in the nutsack. Thank God for Tesla, my Esla, and you strong man.
Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance. We're actually doing two streams in one today because I have my kids that I'm getting at 5 p.m. So we are combining the market close with the e-begging stream. The way the e-begging stream works is you either super chat me $10 or you Venmo me $9, see the pinned comment, and I talk about whatever you want as long as it is YouTube appropriate. So while we're waiting for people to come jump in on the live stream and send me lots of delicious, superstitious, surreptitious money, we are going to see what's going on. Holy smokes! Oh, boy. Markets are going absolutely ballistic today. Small caps up almost 3.5%. China, my beautiful China, my Chads, they are up 2.35%. The Dow Jones, are we going to breach 50,000 today? Are we going to breach 50,000? The Dow Jones trading at 49,993. Oh, we're so close. Come on. VXUS, the total international, up 2%. VT, the total world index, flirting with all-time highs, up just under 2% today. What a freaking day, people. I probably made $14,000 today. I'm better than you. I'm taller than you. I'm more attractive than you. I'm richer than you. Yeah. Man, U.S. stocks up 1.92%. QQQ up 1.87%. The S&P 500, the big laggard of the day, up a measly 1.76%. And SCHD just going vertical ever since the beginning of the year, up 1.52%. Now, let me remind you, SCHD investors, you can't ever sell the stock. You can't sell the ETF. Okay, if you do that, then that would be bad. You can only take the dividends from it. So after this massive monster rally, you're just not allowed to use any of those capital gains, okay? I'm a dividend investor. So stocks are just going absolutely ballistic. What's the news? Why is stocks going up so much? All right. I don't see anything here. NASDAQ jumps 2% as Wall Street rebounds from Thursday's slide. Okay. Tech bounces as software sell-off eases. What's the news? I don't see any news. Maybe we'll see it in a little bit. So stocks are just going ballistic today. Oh my God, of course. We got MicroStrategy up 25%. Literally bottomed out after their disastrous clownish earnings, which we covered this morning. Go check out the stock market open. MicroStrategy up 24%. Cloud Mine Immersion up 17%, finally having a green day. XRP, Stockmo celebrating. He's such a genius. Of course, he probably told you to buy it yesterday right before the rally. Up 13%. Solana, up 12%. Bitcoin, trading at 70,560, up 8%. Ethereum, still kind of a laggard compared to the others, but still up 8% itself. Breaching at 2,000 once again. And of course, Trump coin. Isn't that a beautiful chart, people? Trump coin up 7%. So insane day for the stock market. All right, the big winner today is, of course, Nvda up 7.67%. AMD closely behind at 7.42%. Followed by Tesla, because why not? You know, their earnings and profits and revenue are just growing so fast. Microsoft trying to breach $400 a share again. Netflix and Apple up slightly. We got some sellers today. Meta down 1.72%, trading at $6.58 a share. Googly Moogly down 2.43%. And of course, Amazon just knifing down. Ooh, that is not a pretty chart there. Now, I don't necessarily understand why Amazon's selling off. Yeah, lots of CapEx. Oh, maybe their AWS isn't growing as fast as Wall Street wanted them to, but the earnings seem pretty solid to me. This company is a beast, okay? An absolute beast. So if you're an Amazon shareholder, I would not be terrified. Funny enough, VT has absolutely clapped Amazon on the 5-year chart. Large cap tech, bro. All right, the YouTuber stocks. Woo, we got Ionic up, Rigetti up, Dave up 17%. I wonder if Gil closes short. Of course he did. Of course he did. I think Dave dropped a preliminary revenue for the quarter, and it was 164 million, which I guess beat consensus. And they see FY 2025 revenue of 554 million out of a consensus of 537 million. So they're beating on the top line. I don't know if they gave guidance for their profits, but they're growing. Robinhood up 13%. Well, yeah, now the crypto clowns, the crypto investors, now that they're making money again, they're willing to go back into their gambling parlor. So Robinhood's up. Their earnings are on the 10th, so we'll cover those next week. Basically, all green for the YouTuber stocks. The only exception is Reddit, just knifing down. Woo! Big sell-off, down almost 6% today, trading at 142. And the PP pills selling off a little bit as well. Okay, but basically everything's up. Bonds, all right, is Daddy. Oh, Daddy's losing a little bit of money on bonds today. Bonds very slightly selling off. So I might lose like $10 in my intermediate term bond fund. And TLT's down to 0.1%. Okay. Commodities. Silver up 5.27%. Gold, very close to all-time highs, trading it up 3.2%. And even oil, my boil, is up 0.5%. Green, 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 baby. All right, what are the sectors winning today? Well, the big winner today is Vanguard Information Technology, IT. IT sector's doing well, followed by industrials, shocker, followed by oil, financials, healthcare, even real estate. Real estate's up 1.4%. Holy crap, look at consumer staples. What is in this index? Just vertical line up. Utilities up slightly, 0.5%, and consumer discretionary up, barely up on the day. So shockingly, information technology is absolutely flying. All right, out of the chip stocks, we got CoreWeave, highly volatile stock, absolute debt turd, up 18%. Nvidia up 7%, AMD, Broadcom up 7%, Intel up 5%, breaching $50 a share. ASML's up. Everything's up, bro. Everything just goes up always. Qualcomm, ooh, hasn't been pretty the last, this been basically chopping sideways for a while. But even that's up today. All right, let's see the subscriber requested. Oh, my lordy, Corning. Corning. You want glass for your iPhone, bro? Corning. Thank Corning for that. Corning's up 7.5% today. Just absolute on a tear, just crushing it. Trading at 121.26 a share. XLE oil up 2%, vertical lining up. And SCHK, the Schwab 1000 ETF, up 1.9%. Now, if you want your stock, crypto, or ETF added to this list, where we check it every morning and every afternoon at market open and market close, it's $5. You Venmo or Super Chat $5, and I'll add your favorite stock, ETF, or crypto to this list. So, a green day, man. It's really stressful being an index fund investor. I don't know how I can handle this. I'm so stressed every day about my portfolio massively collapsing. I mean, look at these returns. Holy crap. And I'm doing nothing. I'm just buying it. Man, it really is that easy. It's easy, bro. All right, let's get into the comments here. Like I said, this is a hybrid video. If you want a specific request, you either Super Chat $10 or you Venmo $9. If not, we'll just hang out, and I'll hang out with the boys until I have to go pick up my kids. My keys. I gotta get my keys. All right, we got Gil Stradamus warning us here. You fools have no idea what's coming. Me and Jay Nagy have warned you. No way I'm the only one commenting. Please tell me it's a glitch. Yeah, we're all the regulars. I guess because I started this early. People I know in finance said beware of February. Yeah, I'm terrified of February. I'm shaking uncontrollably right now with my 6 figures in short-term treasuries and intermediate-term bonds. I'm just terrified, guys. This is a trap. Remember a week ago, I said Bitcoin 58K to 60K soon. Got to 59.8K, then a huge bounce. Man, I should have listened to your market timing. Gil said the exact same. He went ahead and consulted his numerology. I got laughed at for warning about Bitcoin at 105K. I wasn't laughing at, look, Gil, I never buy Bitcoin, okay? I think it's fundamentally worthless garbage. What people are laughing at is your predictions, your random predictions, and numerology, bro. That's what they're laughing at. I don't have any Bitcoin. I have 0. I mean, I guess I have indirect exposure because there's a couple garbage companies in the index that are crypto treasury companies. But, I mean, my exposure to crypto is very minor. The 200 is at like 58.7K, so about that was the thought. Oh, so you just looked at the 200-day moving average? That's what you did? Big time, you're a smart man. The way our picks outperforming VT, you should pay us for sharing with them with you. Oh, everybody's outperforming VT, bro. I'm used to this, okay? Literally every investor is always outperforming VT at all times. Always. Every single person that is on YouTube is outperforming VT always, okay? You can breathe and outperform VT. It's so easy. I'm the biggest clown in the world. I just buy this massively underperforming ETF on purpose because I like being poor. I like being poor. I just love it. Rich people are bad. They're bad. So I intentionally keep myself poor by buying the worst ETF ever in human history. Every stream is now a begging stream. Yeah, oh yeah, totally. It's every stream's a begging stream, bro. I cover the stock market. I read the news. I look at the DXY. I look at treasury yields. I look at Fed Watch. Yeah, I go over earnings reports. That's just begging, bro. That's just begging. All right, we got somebody here, but I have to skip them because they're not a member. Strongman, was my prediction correct or not? Also, my silver prediction, and I said I'm a bit early. You cannot deny that. Gil, I don't know. Okay, you have lots of predictions. I can't keep track of you, dude. I literally cannot keep track of you. I'm so lost. Like if I was following you, I wouldn't know what to do because you're changing your mind every freaking day. I'm not throwing random darts. Neither am I. I'm dollar cost averaging into a globally diversified total market ETF with a expense ratio of 6 basis points. I'm a genius. If only you people would appreciate me. In the last 2 years, Jeremy has made more people wealthy than Strongman. That's an interesting statement. That is a very interesting statement. See, here he is fluffing Jeremy. You see, he claims that he doesn't like Jeremy, but he is the first one to fluff Jeremy Lefebvre, okay? He ignores all the evidence to the contrary. He ignores that Jeremy's a massive fraud, which I've exposed countless times. That doesn't matter. No. He has done well since he basically restarted his portfolio right at the bottom before a massive bull market. Wow, he's a genius. He made money in a bull market. And you know where most people's money is in, Alan? This may surprise you, but actually smart big boy grown-ups have their money in ETFs. All the big smart grown-ups have their money in ETFs. And there's a lot more money in ETFs, and there's been a lot more total returns that have been given to people from ETFs, from indices, over the last 10 years than Jeremy Lefebvre. You are just in a very, you are siloed on YouTube and you think YouTube just kind of reflects the real world, it doesn't. Most of the big boys have their money in ETFs. Most of the clowns have their money in Robinhood. I could tell a clown instantly by where they keep the majority of their money at. Secretly just buys VT. I wish he would. I never said I liked him. I just say random stuff that isn't true just to trigger strongman. Because I don't have a brain big enough to understand lifetime total returns. My brain can't comprehend that Jeremy actually has only broken even over the last 5 years. Because I only look at specific time frames. Yeah. I can't envision the big picture. I'm Alan. Yeah, Jeremy. He's made so much money for people. Oh, he totally defrauded people a couple of years ago, but now I'm just going to fluff him because we're in a bull market again. Yeah. Oh. He has picked better investments in the last 2 years, and his audience is bigger. Every scammer is bigger. Chris Sane is bigger, you insane maniac. You are an insane. There's something wrong with you. Man, you get deceived so easily. You're a lemming. I will, but my wife's and children's are custodial accounts in VT, but not mine. Oh, I found an article about some kid that put all his family's money into MicroStrategy. Oh, I am totally going to tear that boy apart. Oh, that's going to have to be next week. But now all the MicroStrategy shills. Okay, here's how MicroStrategy shills work. Okay, here's how every moron that's a scammer operates. Let me prove to you how these people operate. See, here's VT, right? So I say, here's my philosophy: dollar cost average, reinvest dividends over time, and grow your wealth. And you can clearly see I'm not trying to time it. I don't say buy and sell the top or the bottom. I just say accumulate, reinvest dividends, and over time you build your wealth. That's my philosophy on investing, right? Here's what the scammers do. Let's pull up crypto here, okay? Here's what the scammers do. So what do you notice about this chart? What do you notice about this chart? Well, first of all, you notice that MicroStrategy is up 24% today. So what they will say is, oh, well, I beat the market. It's up 24% today. The index is only up 2%. I'm up 24%. And in reality, the total returns are actually abysmal. And they start to funnel people into these investments after they run up a lot. That's what they do because retail gets interested when stuff goes up and they start buying in. So despite the fact that MicroStrategy has been absolutely obliterated over the past half a year, that doesn't matter. We're only fixated on the 24% today. That's all we're fixated on, okay? That's how the scam works. That's how low IQ people like Alan get sucked in and say, whoa, it's up 24%. Whoa. And he just gets deceived. He's a pitiful person. He's a sad, pitiful individual, okay? But I'm sure any day now he's going to, be Mr. Baller Moneybags. Let's see. I predict that your wife will outperform you. No offense. It's like a bit better than a savings account. Won't be as volatile. I'm positive he has done better than break even. You've been saying he's broken even for more than a year. He has. You're special, dude. There's something wrong with your head. You need a detox from the internet, man. You really think after that absolute annihilation event that this man suffered, losing millions and millions of dollars, and that's just in his public-facing accounts. How many do you think he lost in his private accounts? You literally are falling for a con man. There's something wrong with you, Alan. You're doomed. You're doomed for the rest of your life. You will always be poor. You are a slave to con men. You are a slave to deception. You cannot free your mind from the grift. You're cooked. It's over. Let me replay the video again. See, I'll show you evidence that he lost $3 million. Okay, and then you'll say it doesn't matter because that was in the past, even though lifetime total return is all that matters.
Since this time last year, I am down not 1 million, not 2 million, but $3 million. And, you know, I'm down over $1 million in the chef. Over $1 million if you add up all my different accounts. As you're seeing there, you know, basically lost everything in the stock. 200, that's $250,000. And then a much smaller position in my public account. This is my main private account, which obviously is much bigger.
Oh, wow. Oh, multiple companies that went bankrupt, hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars burned. Alan, but he's up this year. He's up this year, bro. So he's good. He's a good guy. It doesn't matter that he's a lying fraud. No, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that he was promising people 30% returns. Oh, where's that video at? Well, hold on. More evidence to make Alan look like a moron, but, you know, people aren't going to listen.
Gotcha. Yeah, I just had two kind of, I know we're kind of wrapping up on our time. I just had two kind of numbers questions for you, if that's all right.
Sure.
Yeah, as I said earlier, you know, I love crunching the numbers and seeing, you know, when I'm able to hit my retirement number as far as my portfolio size. Do you know roughly? Obviously, I know we can't predict the future, but do you know roughly what should I expect as far as like stock, I guess, annual returns?
As far as the private group is concerned, I mean, at an average, looking at 30% at an average.
Which one? You said 13 or 30?
30.
Oh, so his little salesman promises 30% returns right before 5 or 6 companies he bought went bankrupt. That doesn't matter, though. That's in the past, bro. It doesn't matter anymore. He's redeemed. He's a changed man. God, just the amount of, like, America is the most insane, corrupt, wealth-worshipping, psychopathic country that has ever existed. This country is gone. America does not exist anymore. My nation has died, and it's been replaced by degeneracy and clown filth scammer worship. Strong man, do you agree I should put my future wife's, children's, or custodial accounts in? I mean, I would not be opposed to that. I would not look down at that. Or SCH. Well, I know which one you'll probably pick, but you know where my kids' money is? VT, baby. Yeah, I got their college money in a 529 plan, and it's like 60% US, 40% international. I dollar cost average into it. And by the time they hit 18, I can probably pay for their college. I know, it's tough. It's very tough to pay for college for your kids. Very challenging, people. Very challenging. Alan, I am secretly rooting for you. I'm glad you stick to VT. I'm not confident you could pick a good investment if you tried. Yes. Yes, strong man. You're such an awful investor. Yes. All that matters is that you went up in 1 year. Yes. You're such a clown. If Jeremy didn't have subscription income, he'd be broke. Oh, yeah. That's where all his money comes from. You think his money comes from his stock picking? If you believe that, you're just mentally ill. Alan, I want my loved ones to have VT because it's not really volatile, but yeah, less volatility means less. Well, yeah, to buy MicroStrategy or Bitcoin, very volatile. I appreciate it, ArcVin. I'm just trying to keep things honest here. Alan has a very weird obsession with me, okay? He's always here every time. He is obsessed with me. But they'll have me to take care of them. Yeah, I don't have any custodial accounts for the kids. Because with those accounts, you're like required to transfer the money to them. And you don't know how they're going to turn up. Like when they're young, you don't know what they're going to grow up to be. So in my opinion, it's better to just have the money under your control. And then you can gift them the money once they hit a certain age. And if you're married, you and your spouse can gift, each of you can gift to your child without even filing a gift tax return, as long as you don't go over the annual limit. And I think they recently raised the limit. Hold on a minute. What is the gift tax limit for 2026? What is the gift tax limit for 2026? It goes up with inflation. In 2026, the federal annual gift tax exclusion is $19,000 per recipient. This means an individual can gift up to $19,000 to any person in 2026 without needing to report the gift to the IRS. Now, you don't necessarily, even if you report it to the IRS, you don't necessarily have to pay tax on it. But basically, you have a lifetime limit of how much you can gift. And by filing those gift tax returns, that helps the IRS track how much you've given over your life. But if you give $19,000 or less per year, and your spouse can do it too, this year you can give your kid $38,000 and not even report it against your lifetime limit. So that's a clever way to pass on wealth without worrying about the estate tax. Like if you're super rich, you gift and you gift and you gift and you gift. So that is a possibility. That I would rather do that than give them a custodial account that I have to transfer over to them at a certain age. And with the 529s, I have complete control. It's my name is on the account, and I can control and disperse the funds as I wish. So I just don't like custodial accounts. I like having control. That's great, Gil. You are a beam of truth. Future wife. That's the attitude, Gil. You'll manifest one. I think everybody should get married at least once. Get a prenup, but you should get married. This is a crazy idea, people. But I think if you're going to have kids, you should at least try to get married. Okay. From a man's perspective, it is risky, but that's the whole purpose of marriage, is to raise children. That's the whole purpose of it. However, if you do knock somebody up and you're not married, well, at that point, you already got the kid out of her, so you don't need to marry her. But if a woman is telling you, I want to get married before I have kids, that's a reasonable argument on her behalf. That's actually totally rational and reasonable. So ideally, you get a woman pregnant without marrying her. But if she wants to get married before having kids, I would do it at least once and then get a freaking prenup. Okay. And then get ready to spread your butt cheeks. Just not an official moron. Ha 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 ha. Gil. Oh, we got a new member. Listen up, everybody. Do I have to reiterate myself every single live stream? For a low $5 a month, you get to have your comments read on every live stream. I'm putting up 4 live streams a day on average. Maybe a little bit less if you count weekends. But because I have my kids, I won't be doing live streams this weekend. But 4 live streams a day, and I read all your comments. I know, for $5 a month, that's such an awful deal. $5. Oh, my God, what a scam. This is worse than MicroStrategy. This is worse than Meet Kevin. This is worse than Jeremy. It's just the whole biggest grift in the planet to give Strongman $5 a month to interact with him at up to 80 live streams a month. That's just, God, I've never heard of a bigger grift in my life. You only reference his past. I thought past performance didn't guarantee future performance, you hypocrite. Yes, when it comes to investing, that is 100% true. Jeremy is a con man. He is a gas station manager. I am shocked you're defending him, but I'm not, because you just like to be a pain in the butt. But you actually like me more than Jeremy because you're in all of my live streams. Just admit it. Just admit you like me, Alan, okay? I know you do. Man, just like people are psychopaths worshiping these people. All a grifter has to do to deceive somebody is just flash their money, flash their car, flash their big house, and you guys are sucked in. You'll listen to anything they say. It's crazy. I lost so much following Jeremy. I started watching him in 2016. No, Alan, no. Look. He's reformed, bro. It's not that we're in a massive, insane bull market where everybody's making money except Khmer. Trust me, if we had a bear market, he would get wrecked. Not as bad as before, because now he's evolved. He's become more of like larger name investor. You know what I'm saying? He's buying larger companies. He's basically slowly transitioning into a closet indexer. Before, at least he tried to buy small caps. Like, okay, I get it. He was horrible at it. So now he's transitioned his grift to trying to basically secretly copy the index. That's kind of what he's doing. He's not as bad as Joseph, though. He does have some like individual stocks that don't track the index. If Jeremy lost $1 million out of his $2 million public clown account, what he invested in, can't even imagine. Dude, it was so bad. I tore him apart, man. Oh, sorry to hear that, bro. Shouldn't college funds stay in cash just in case of a crash? If the kids are close to going to college, but mine are young. So if there is a crash, they're not going to college for probably another 13, 14 years. I'm not concerned about a crash disrupting their college funds. But yeah, when they're like 15, 16, 17, yeah, there's going to be a lot more cash, short-term treasuries in there. Don't open accounts for kids. Strongman is right. Yep. My kids will know not to grow up. Dude, I mean, you can try, but nothing is guaranteed. Why would you not want control of the money? Why would you not want control? You just want to give them the money and have no control. You can just gift it to them. He was the first YouTube finance channel I found and started watching. He was huge into GoPro and L Brands, which is Victoria's Secret. Look, he gets infinite excuses, okay? It doesn't matter. He has a big bank account, and he has a flashy car, so they just worship him incessantly. But good points, Artfin and Strongman. I'll think about it. Well, you got to have the kids first, okay? You have plenty of time to think about it. If my kid is rainbow, I won't leave him anything. Let's be honest, guys. Who's man enough to admit they don't want a rainbow son? Oh, I would love to have one, okay? I would love to not have grandchildren. Who wants grandchildren? Ew. No, I want my son to be a raving degenerate that engages in unending degeneracy and hedonism his whole life. And he gets to march in the parades. Yeah. That's what I want for my son. Yeah. Gil, you weren't in the army. Beyond base, Gil. If I had a daughter that became a, you know what, I would understand wanting to be the... Yeah, I would love to have my kids be sterilized. Who wants grandchildren? Ew. Yeah, it's the future, bro. We all just pretend to be something else, and we don't have kids, and we all die off. That's progress. Okay, that's progress. Reproduction, family, love, those are relics of the past. In the future, we're all hyper-individualist consumers that don't have children or families, and we're all happily ever after. We live happily ever after, just engaging in unending consumerism. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to go on my 20th vacation. Yeah. That's all that matters in life is going on vacation, bro, or spending all your money on material goods. That's all that matters in life. Family, love, father-daughter bond, father-son bond, bonding with your grandkids. Who needs that? Ew. I want to post on Instagram instead. I won't get a prenup. Well, you're crazy. Jeremy helped a lot of people lose a lot of money. Someone started a financial education warning Facebook page a few years. Doesn't matter. Alan will fluff. He's got a big bank account. That's all that matters, bro. It doesn't matter the countless people that he's harmed. The countless people that he's harmed. It doesn't matter. He's got a big bank account. And his stocks went up during a crazy bull market. That's all that matters. This membership is a huge ripoff. Good. I hope you go away. Long-time watcher, strongman. All this Jeremy fluff may be joined to spread the truth. Yeah, welcome, good sir. I'll never need a prenup. My wife. Kill. All right, you're very confident, man. I'm telling you, here's how it works, okay? You fall in love. You're clapping all the time. Everything's wonderful. And then over time, the butterfly stage passes on, and then you got to live with this person. You got to deal with her unending desires and needs. And she's on Instagram looking at everybody else having an amazing life that's fake, but she can't tell. She doesn't know. It's all fake. Like, oh my God, Jessica went on a vacation. I want to go on a vacation. Honey, we already went on 2 vacations this year. We need to be frugal with our. You don't care about making me happy? Take me on vacation. Jessica went on vacation. I'm jealous. And then she starts getting resentful, right? Or another thing, like if you go to work, right? She gets mad that you're at work because you're not helping with the kids. But then if you didn't work, you wouldn't have money. So she's constantly demanding that you make money so she could spend it all on unending consumerism and hedonism. And if you don't work, she'll leave you. So either way, she's going to complain. If you work, then you're gone all the time, so you're bad. If you don't work, then she doesn't have money, and she's mad at you anyway. I'm not saying they're all like that. A lot of them are like that. So yes, I would get a prenup. Get married, get the kids, spread your butt cheeks, get divorced. Then you're free. Apple scammed me. I paid $6.99. I got to go to my laptop for the renewal. Yeah, it's such a scam. If you sign a prenup, you're asking for a deal. You're making a mistake, dude. You're making a mistake. Yes, Alan, we need coupons. How many members do I have? Let's see. I don't know if it's updated from this morning. I've been packing on some members recently. I mean, it's not a crazy amount, but we're definitely improving. Let's see what it says right now. Hold your horses, people. Hold your horses. Come on. Come on. All right. Let's see. See all new members. It says I have 66 members. Not bad. Not bad, people. I know I'm making, well, how much am I making? So I get like, I think YouTube takes 70%. Let me confirm this. Hold on. How much does YouTube take from memberships as a percentage? Okay, so YouTube takes a 30% cut. Yep. 70% to the creator, 30% to YouTube. So 66 times 5 times 0.7, $231 a month. Man. I'm such a scammer. I'm making so much money. Oh my God. But hey, if I get 1,000 members, actually, hold on a minute. 5 times 0.7. So I get $3.50 per month per member. So 3,000 divided by 3.5. If I get 857 members, and we're so close, then I can pay all of my bills just on memberships. I'm sure that day is coming any day now. Too many. I got to skip non-member comments. How unfortunate. Strongman, I messed up and sold call options on 10,000 shares of SCHD, and now I have to sell at 33 per share. Any idea what to do? If you got exercise, it's too late. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, that's why you don't sell options. They limit your upside. You can get your shares taken away from you. I will never sell call options on VT. Not to mention, you probably have to pay capital gains if those shares went up previously. So I don't know if there's anything you can do. I mean, call your broker. I don't know. But I think you might be cooked if those options got exercised. I'm up 3.44%. I'm a total genius. Yeah, I am up. How much am I up right now? How much is Daddy up? All right, VT's up 2%. And then, I got some bonds. So maybe I'm up 1.8, 1.9% today. Not a bad day for sitting on my butt. Why does having offspring matter more than having fun? We all face the same end. Yeah, see, you're a death worshiper. You don't understand what love is, okay? The love between family members, the love that a child and their parents share, the love that a grandparent feels for their grandkids, the love that a grandchild feels for their grandparents. You don't understand that because you're a materialistic consumerist psychopath. there's more to life than just materialism and experiences. Okay. That's sad. That's really sad, dude. That's really sad. Enjoy your child-free life. I'm sure they're gonna shove. You're gonna be put into a old age pod. They're gonna have these pods for all these childless old people, and they're just gonna shove a tube up your rectum, and just that's how they're gonna feed you and sustain you until you eventually die off in your pod. And I'm gonna be laughing at you. Instagram is all about highlights, mostly wishful thinking, and oh, dude, everything's fake. Everything. I figured that out a long time ago. Everything is fake. Everybody's lying, okay? You look at people that have big houses and nice cars, they're poor. I'm telling you. They're brokies. It's obvious to me that they're poor. But you don't see it. You only see the illusion. You can't fall for the illusion. But people, they're mentally weak, or they don't have the mental faculties to see through the illusion, to see through the deception. It's all deception. It's all signaling. It's all fake. Now, obviously, there are some rich people, but you'd be surprised. A lot of people that have like $1 million or $2 million or $3 million, they're usually modest. They're not blowing money, because if you have a middle-class wage, if you're not like a business owner, you can only build wealth through consistent and diligent investing. That's one of the ways you can do it. You could be a wagey, and you could be diligent and live below your means. You can't buy expensive stuff all the time. You can't flash and have signal status all the time. And by not doing that, you have the capital to invest into productive assets, into purchasing the means of production. That's how you build wealth. The people that have huge houses and flashy cars, all of their capital is going into garbage. This is such a simple concept. Minimize your expenses. You don't have to live like crap, but you don't have to engage in all this materialistic nonsense. It's not going to make you happy. Oh, I got my 5th car. I'm so happy, bro. Yeah, you're happy for like a week. Oh, I need another car. Yeah, okay. Take that extra capital, buy assets, and you'll get to a point where you could buy assets. You could buy nice things with cash if you wanted to, because you have so much money invested that's grown so much that you can then actually be rich and actually buy nicer things without the illusion of buying it, if that makes sense. If you invest diligently and you have a couple $1 million, yeah, you can buy yourself a nice car. Okay? There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're buying a nice car and you have no capital and you have no assets in the stock market or in any kind of investments, it's all fake. You're poor. You're a slave. You're a slave to the system. Strong man, you're clearly an awful. No, I know people like you. I know exactly what kind of person you are. I learned how to cook chicken. It's almost a GG. Yeah, I got some old chicken that I made yesterday. I'm having leftovers. Men should not care about having fun. Men should care about conquering. Offspring is part of the conquest. You do want your legacy. You do want your legacy to die because you prioritize having fun. Do you want your legacy to die? Yeah, I mean, you can have fun. There's nothing wrong with having fun, but some people take it to an extreme where they're just, life's only about having fun. And that never satisfied me. Like, I don't want to just constantly go on vacation and just have all these experiences and sacrifice having children for that. Like that, I'd rather have the children and travel less than travel more and not have children, because that's not ultimately fulfilling to me. Unfortunately, I'll agree with Strong Man. That's right. Dan's in the house. What's up? I admire your bravery to disagree with me, but I respect you. Oh, you must be a brave man to disagree with the nag, Alan. I just don't see the appeal. Yeah, well, because you worship, you're a death worshiper and you love materialism. Alan, I never think about I'm having fun. I still have fun. You can still have fun and have children. I don't understand. It must be all this like leftist, communist, psychopath propaganda. Oh, your life's over once you have children. Oh my God. Oh, it's a lie. I'm probably the happiest I've ever been, and I have 2 young kids. Crazy. Oh, what wine should I have? Wine. because I want to have fun, like someone I know. I want to have fun and sip my wine. Chris, are the tax forms raining in now from brokerages? So Fidelity drops theirs tomorrow. I checked. So I think I need, for me personally, I need to double check Lending Club, because I had like a little bit of money in Lending Club from like 9 years ago, and it was such a crappy investment. Luckily, I didn't put a lot of money into it. So I think they closed all the accounts, I believe, in 2025. So I should be getting a final tax form from them. My Fidelity forms come in tomorrow, and then I think I should be able to file. I think I should be able to. So, yeah, I expect people to start emailing me and saying, hey, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Because a lot of people have paid and signed the engagement letter, but they haven't uploaded their tax documents yet. So, like, I'm still waiting on people. So, really, tax season starts, like, it really starts in, like, mid to late February and March. That's when it gets crazy. And, I mean, you can do corporate returns early. You can do partnerships and S corps pretty fast, and C corps, but individuals usually take a little bit longer. Wrong. The universe will end and all our legacies with it. You never know. Chris, he is scared. I'm always ready. Alan, one day you will realize fun is rainbow. Maybe you haven't had that moment yet. You can have a little bit of fun. There's nothing wrong with it. Gil, Dan is ready. Maybe I will someday, Gil. Any day now, I'm sure. Alan, you think every great man in history thought about having fun or thought about war? Man. 60 more members and you can open your public account. Hey, yeah. I'm waiting on my 60 more members. Let's see. I can make a better app than Dave in a week. Oh, Dave. If there's a Dave executive watching this stream, I bet he's shaking in terror right now. That's funny. Wait, I thought you were talking about offspring. I agree going to war is better than fun. Oh, yeah. Have you been to a war zone, Alan? Have you? Are you a veteran? Yeah, it's so fun, bro. Yeah. You might die. That's so fun. Alan, oh, we are on the same point, brother. I care about war. Not fun. I see everything as war, Alan. Have either of you been in the military? Gil? Alan, have either of you been in the military? Yeah. Warriors, bro. I have a big house and drive an exotic, all fully paid for car. No, not everyone with a big house and a nice car are poor. That is true, but a lot of them are. But you have to understand the difference. Never trust an illusion up front. People deceive constantly, especially in our society. Alan, offspring needs someone will be helping chewing food for you later. No, Alan's getting the rectal feeder tube in his soy pod. He'll be living the liberal dream. Wrong. Be healthy, train. Don't drink booze like Dan or Strongman. You will take care of yourself. How much do you weigh? 285 is my max on bench. I don't even max bench. I don't max bench. I don't want to hurt myself. I'm old. Every time I try to lift heavy, I get a freaking injury. On the bench. Gil, I am 56 next month. 20 pull-ups and 40 to 50 push-ups with 3 miles. Man, look at you, Mr. Healthy. That's awesome, Dan. Who's calling me from Texas? I get all these freaking spam calls. Do you want the job? No, I don't want a job. Get out of here. Wrong. You're having fun right now. Don't lie. Dan, never too late. Rainbow means happy or fun for a reason, brother. If I don't want kids, it means I worship death. You do. You're insane. No, you're insane. Stop going from one extreme to the other. You're an emotional chick. No, I'm not the emotional chick. It's death worship. You know, our whole society is focused on materialism and consumerism. It is. And you know what hurts materialism and consumerism? Continuing the cycle of life, having children. If you have children, you got to spend money on the children. And that's not good because you need more money to do more consumerism. So you can have kids. And then the people wave it off. Oh, who cares if we all die out? It doesn't matter. Yes. The ideology of the child free is a death cult. They are death worshipers. They worship materialism. They're insane. It's just true. Okay? And I'm telling you, all these child-free people, they're going to, in about 30, 40 years, they're going to come out with their hands out begging our offspring to pay for them. It's a grift. It is a grift. I didn't save money because I spent it all on traveling. Now strongman's children have to pay my Social Security and Medicare. They're my slaves. That's what's going to happen. Mark my words. Mark my words. Your hormones must be out of whack today. Now, there's something wrong with you, dude. You have unearned revenue? I do indeed, but I'm on the cash basis of accounting, so I instantly recognize it as revenue. But yes, if I was on the accrual basis of accounting, I would have unearned revenue. And some people owe me money. Some people owe me money. But there are people I know personally, so it's not as big of a deal. But most people, when they do taxes with me, they pay up front. Unless you're like a family member or family friends, then I'll do it without charging you up front. But for most people, they pay me up front. And then I do their taxes. Dan, it's not about being a good programmer. It's about having the courage to do it. Strongman, your tips are tax-free from now on. I know. It's awesome. Thank you, Geodis. War is not appealing, but sometimes necessary. Can't imagine living a life where I view myself as being in perpetual conflict. Yeah, I know. Gil's a combat warrior. Lifting weights is rainbow and a waste of time. No, it's not. It's good for you, okay? It's nice to be strong. There's a reason they call me strong, man. Great job, brother. I believe you. I know Dan is absolutely lying about his bench. Thank you, Gil. Dan, I'm sure you can bench 225, but not 315. Me at a red light with this playing on my car, getting a weird look from my car next to me. Embrace it. Embrace it. You should tell him about me. I'll never forget being in a restaurant with my wife and then newborn daughter, and some woman came up and said, "How dare you bring another child into this world?" Absolutely psychotic. I mean, I believe it's true. These people are maniacs. They are death worshiping psychopaths. And then if you tell people you want to have kids, they look at you like you're insane. It's like, yeah, I would like to have children. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Yeah, just be liberal, bro. Yeah, just backpack Europe all day, bro. Yeah, how dare you want children? It's like, these people are nuts. But they'll die off. And when they're gone, I won't miss them. And oh, don't worry. Don't worry. Once you death worshipers get old, once you worshipers of filth and extinction get old, we're not going to take care of you. No. You think you can live this hyper-materialistic, consumerist psychopath life and then demand that people that did have kids have their children support you? You're evil. You're not getting that money. No Social Security for child-free people. No Medicare for child-free people. Nothing. We're just going to send you off. Go in the woods. You're just a burden. You've contributed nothing, you psychopath. Get out of here. I despise you. And they're so arrogant, too. These people are sick. Ugh. All right, I got to pee. I'll be right back, and then we'll check out the stock market as it closes.
Man, fuck Jeremy LaFave. I think it's time we put his channel in the grave. Dude is such a clown. Dude's the biggest meme. Planet 13 got him having wet dreams. The only thing he made his chicken next was his mortgage. He's gonna have to sell his Teslas in his storage. Tesla my Tesla. Man, admit you got lucky. Your morals are yucky. $60 monthly from some sucker in Kentucky, making a few thousand monthly. You think robbing people of their savings is funny? Financial education more like chronic masturbation. Fuck that noise. Listen to my proclamation. Buy BT, buy BT. Buy BT, buy BT. Buy BT, buy BT. Strong man, that's my wicket, and we buying all day. Buy BT, buy BT. Buy BT, buy BT. Buy BT, buy BT. Strong man, that's my wicket, and we buying all day. BT, my BT. Fuck Win Resort. More like a lose resort. Catch his chef, elf on a shelf. Suck a dick. Corsair. Your bitch got coarse hair. Yeah.
What a great song. Let's see. Okay, nobody comes up to a family and says that. LOL. Come on. I mean, I'm sure it's happened in human history. It's pretty rare, but it is true. Like a lot of people, they look at you like you're a maniac if you want to have kids. It's like, yeah, I would like to have children and grandchildren. They're like, what? Yeah. You'll take care of us because we'll actually have money. Oh, that's not true. You think these child-free people are saving money? They're blowing it all. Their whole plan, this is their whole plan. They're going to blow all their money and just party and screw off their whole life. And when they get old, they want other people's children to pay for their retirement. It's a scam. And the whole time that they're screwing off, they're mocking parents. They're like, oh, your life's ruined. I'm having a good time. And then when they get old, they're like, could your kids pay for my retirement, please? Thank you. It's a scam. It's a grift. Don't worry. This will be a bigger and bigger issue as time goes on. Everybody's child-free now, especially in liberal areas. They need to start making babies in a lab. Then they can be property. Well, I mean, what's going to happen is all the child-free maniacs will die off. And the people that actually, like the more conservative people that have children, the birth rates will come back up eventually. But right now you have like mentally ill people that worship death. They're insane. They don't have kids and they expect other people's children to take care of them when they're old. That's not sustainable. And people that don't have children, they don't carry on their values. They don't carry on their bloodlines. They just go away eventually. So we're just going through a transition phase where the psychos eventually die off. And then the true breeder chads eventually take over and the population starts to go up again. That's how it's going to work out. But it's going to be a long, slow process. I wish I was joking. I mean, I'm not. I believe that could happen. Let's see. My AC guy is 76 with a 6-year-old. It's wild, but seems to be a great dad. Holy crap, it's 70. That's crazy. I mean, God bless him, you know? That's why it's never over for a man. You know, like, it ain't over for me. I probably will have more. And I'll make sure Alan gets none of my kids' tax dollars. I'm waiting for a Strongman and Jeremy team up to take down Chris Sane and his buddies. Yeah, I'm sure me and Jeremy are going to team up any day now. As Strongman spends that child tax credit every year, you damn right I do. I deserve more. I am raising and supporting the next generation that's going to pay all you clowns retirements. You damn Skippy, I better be getting that child tax credit. The government should be giving more to parents, not less. Okay? The child-free people should have an extra tax on them. It's just a fact. These people, they expect to just grift off of somebody else's kids when they're older. They need to be getting taxed now. There needs to be a childless tax. Then they can get Social Security. But if they just expect to just not have kids screw off their whole life and then live off other people's children, no, why would you get Social Security? You're a scammer. You damn right I spend that tax credit. Oh, baby, $4,400. You like that? Women like to claim a man's fertility expires just like theirs. It's a feminist lie. That's true. That is very true. I'm not stressed at all about having more kids. I'm 39 and don't have kids. I'm not really opposed to having kids, but I've not met a woman that would not be a mistake to have kids with. I'll have kids if it won't cause me a bunch of... It always causes drama, okay? You just have to bite the bullet. They're all dramatic. That was my conclusion. I was like, okay, yeah, they're annoying, but I need one to have kids with. So I'm going to have kids, deal with the drama, then the drama will pass, and then life's golden. And that's exactly how it worked out. Oh, you're divorced. You must be depressed. It's awesome being divorced. Oh my God. No chick drama. You know, I have chicks, like I'll date women. If they start nagging, I'm like, get out of my house. I don't need you. Okay. I already had my kids. You think I'm just going to keep you around if you start nagging me? Get out of here. It's awesome. But yeah, you just got to bite the bullet, dude. If you want kids, you just got to bite them. They're all dramatic. It's just how it is. I mean, there's always exceptions. It's true, but it's rare. It will never die out through breeding because it's not a genetic issue. I think it partially is. I think some people have a strong instinct to reproduce, and I think other people don't. I really believe that. I've talked to people that are like child-free. Some people just don't have that instinct. Like they literally just don't care. Whereas me, I'm like, I always wanted to have kids. Like it was a desire of mine. So I think it partially is genetic. Singles deserve to be well taken care of. No, they don't. No, they do not. I mean, think about it. If you're not raising children, you should have a lot of money. But that's not the case. A lot of people, they don't have kids on purpose. And then they blow all their money their whole lives. And then they expect other people to take care of them. That's their plan. It's a scam. The child-free people are likely higher income tax bracket and paying for many other kids. That's not true at all. That is not true. And the way Social Security works, it's a transfer program. The money that gets taken out of your payroll taxes goes directly to old people. So if there's a low population of children and a big population of old people, guess what? You're in trouble because you can only tax those young children, those young workers so much. There's not enough money to be transferred. Well, why aren't there a lot of kids? It's because of child-free people. That's the problem. It's not even people like, once people have kids, they have like 1, 2, or 3. I mean, that if most people had kids, we wouldn't have a population problem. But if you have like a significant portion of your population that's child-free, you start to have serious long-run issues. It's a long-run problem. It'll be more and more prominent as time goes on. And you can see birth rates just collapsing around the world. Like, it's just not good. There's some hard decisions we got to make. We'll be softies, though. Oh, yeah, here. Child-free people get double Social Security. I think a tax for not having children. I agree. I mean, you could even have like a 2% tax. Could probably pay for like universal daycare. Wow. Oh, that's so awful. I mean, if you're child-free, you should have more money. Oh, it's going to hurt you so bad paying 2 or 3% more. Yeah, you'll be just fine. Oh, yeah, whatever happened to that Bitcoin, who knows? He'll be back once it goes up a little bit. I'm with dividends. I like crazy Latinas, great for fun, but too dangerous for kids, though. I'm not really into them, to be perfectly honest. No, I like my blancas. Childless people do pay more. You do taxes for a living. No, they don't. If you have a married couple and they're both working, you have double the standard deduction, but you're both working. They don't pay that much more. And it's not even the point. The point is the payroll tax system. It's a transfer program. There's no Social Security savings account. It's just money transferred from workers to retired people. So if you have fewer and fewer workers and more retired people, that strains the system. And if the system is strained, what do? Well, you can tax the workers more, or you could give less money to the child-free. I'm telling, we're going to be talking about this in a couple of decades. I already know what side of the argument I'm on. It's not a bad deal, okay? It's nice having a child. You love them. They love you. It's beautiful. Okay, I don't know why people hate this so much. It's crazy. I have to disagree. I'm 40s, never married, no kids. I do save up my money, but also don't put others down for their decision to have kids. Well, that's pretty rare. You can trust me. I can't even explain how much hate I've received for just wanting to have children. It's crazy out there. And it's still a fact that if a lot of people are choosing not to have kids, that creates a huge long-term problem. It's just a fact. So in order to address the problem, we need to do something now, like maybe raise taxes on childless people, or we're going to have a huge catastrophe in the future. That's my opinion. I sound like a clown. Okay. Single dad cope. Yeah, I'm so depressed, bro. I'm just coping. I'm enraged right now. I wish I could backpack Europe more. I wish I could go on my 50th vacation. I wish I had a woman in the house nagging me all the time. I'm so bitter. Trust me, I get plenty of fun from women, but I don't have to deal with their freaking nagging. It's pretty nice. It actually is really nice. Do you yell at them to get out as you're in your robe? Do I yell at them to get out as you're in your... Oh, oh, there was one woman that came over. It was like a second or third date. And I was like, oh, you know what? I'm just going to wear my robe. So when she knocked on the door, I opened the door in my robe and she was like... And later on, she told me she almost walked out because I was wearing a robe because she didn't know if I was going to like flash her or something. I just don't care. I just don't care. They are deciding to reduce birth rates through mussifying men and making women think it's okay. That's part of the problem. We had one child that is now 35 with grandbabies. We take care of elderly parents and never saved and down to our last mom. Yeah, that's what happens. I mean, it's really sad. There's going to be a lot of old people that have nothing. Like, they're just going to be old. Everyone they love is going to be dead. Their parents are going to be gone. Their siblings are going to be gone. Their friends are going to be dead. They're going to have nothing. So you're just living this, like, the final 10 years of your life with no one there for you. No love, no family. That's crazy. No one wants to be a chick who's been clooped, though it's embarrassing and you can't trust them. Well, you can use them for reproduction. That is something you could use them for. You already get tax benefits for having kids, though. Yeah, but it does not compensate for the amount of money that's going to be expended. So I get $4,400 in tax credits. Plus $1,200 for daycare. So I get like what, $5,600 in tax credits a year. The average Social Security payment is probably $1,500, $1,800, $2,000 a month. Like, it's just, the numbers don't balance. And I think it's smart for the nation to invest in people that are having children and in children themselves. I mean, they're the future of the country. I don't understand why this is controversial. Economically, something has to be done about so many people not having kids. I know it's going to be a problem. You'll see. You will see. Chris, how are you dealing with the new overtime and tip rules? You make, calculate overtime if not in box. I haven't had a client yet that didn't have overtime on their box 14. I mean, if they did and they had proof, I would just ask for proof. And once they furnish the proof, I would input it into the tax return. Because it's so new. You might get a W-2 without overtime. And as long as you can prove that you did have overtime and we have backup in case you get audited, not a problem. You just have to have like some kind of proof. But the clients I've had so far, they've all had the overtime in their box 14. And then it just gets deducted on their, there's a new schedule. It's called like Schedule 1A. They created a new tax schedule for like the tips and the overtime and all that. But that's how I would do it. As long as you had proof, even if it wasn't on the W-2, I would do it. Gifted. Oh, look at this. Man, we're at 71 members. Guys, all we need is 867 members, and I can pay all my bills through my memberships. We're so close. We're so close. Thank you, Remixer Darkin. You are a true American hero. Let's see who the new members are. Hold on. Who are the new members? Who are the lucky members? Hopefully it's not trolls and clowns. Let's see. Okay, who do we have? Has it even updated yet? Yeah, these are people that joined I don't think it's updated yet. Hold on. Let me close this and reopen this. 5 new members. Wow. Come on, guys. We need to 10x my membership so I can live high off the hog. I need infinite money. I'm poor. All right, let's see if it uploads or refreshes. All right. Weird. Okay, Grant NQ, James, Boca Bradley. I thought you signed up yesterday. And Face Smile, Dr. Normal, Michael M. Yeah, I can't really tell who the new ones are because some of you people signed up earlier and then they had the 5 gifted memberships. Anyway, if you got a gifted membership, thank you, Remixer Darkin. Thank this man for being a kind gentleman. Giving back after this incredible week. Oh, yeah. Yeah. What's VT up to today? VT is up 2.2% today. God. Just crazy swings in the stock market. I love it. Thank you, good sir. You're a true hero, Ryu. You can't compare a couple to a single person. The comparison would be a couple to a single male and a single female. Yes, they double the standard deduction. The only time the standard deduction is beneficial for a married couple is if one spouse isn't working. If you have a spouse that doesn't work and you have multiple kids, yeah, you don't really pay any federal tax. But if both spouses are working, you have the double standard deduction, but you have 2 people working. So it balances out. Kids break everything. Not necessarily true. OMG, pay pigs, pay pigs, pay pigs, pay pigs. Everybody's a pay pig. Give me money, yeah, baby. The birth rate collapse is already affecting stuff. School districts are closing schools due to low enrollment. Enrollment happens in 5 years. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't have kids, but I have multiple personalities. Is that good enough? You might want to see a doctor there, good sir. They'll just cut Social Security. It's easy for them just to lie about inflation and keep paying the nominal amounts. Oh, there's going to have to be a correction at some point. I mean, the trust fund dries up in in the 2030s. So they're going to raise taxes somehow. That's what's going to happen. Because if they deplete the trust fund, then they can still pay, I think, like 77% of benefits. So they're going to have to raise taxes. That's what they're going to do. Cut benefits? No, we can't cut that. We can't cut benefits for old people. Well, we'll raise taxes. And they'll probably, depending on who's in the administration, they could just raise the payroll tax on corporations because the corporation pays half and then the employee pays half. So they could raise the employer's percentage, which if they did that for large corporations, I don't think it's going to hurt the corporations too much. Okay. The corporations have done very well over the last 20 years. They're getting plenty of profits. If you want to make Social Security sustainable, yes, I think corporations could pay a little bit more. Bro, but that would hurt my stock valuations, bro. Kids are expensive, but worth it. I have 3. Absolutely. Worth every dime. Degenerates and broken people are reproducing at a higher rate than responsible, stable citizens. And yeah, but they're the smart ones. Okay? They're the smart ones. You're not sophisticated not having children. And that's just a cope. I know plenty of smart people that have kids. Yeah, you got some brokies that are having kids. I get it. But there's also very intelligent people that have kids. I told my friend this morning that my sign should be Hydra instead of Gemini. By the way, hey, everyone. Hope your portfolios survived this week. No, my portfolio got devastated, bro. Got absolutely devastated. 2.2%. Oh, yeah, we're close to all-time highs. What was VT's all-time high? Hold on, let's investigate here. VT. Woo, what a crazy day. VT's all-time high was 147.48. So we're about $1 from all-time highs. Not bad. Oh, the market's crashing. Oh! That's one reason I won't get married. Too much nagging, not worth it. Just go on POF. That is so old school, dude. That is a horrible website now. I mean, you might get lucky. You know, not all of them are like that, but a lot of them are. So it's just how it is. More kids is better. At least one will be smart. Maybe one will help put when you're old and brainless. Yeah, I wanted to have 3, but I'm now stuck with just 2. But there's still time to have more. You get that much in child benefits. In Canada, I get nothing. All benefits phase out at a certain income level. Yeah. I mean, in America, it phases out too. Even the child tax credit does phase out at a certain point. Sorry for the typo, walking on the street. No worries. My employer isn't doing the box 14 for last year, but they're giving us our time and a half overtime. Yeah, you could. I bet you. I mean, we'd have to look into it, but I bet you could take the deduction for overtime. We just have to actually look a little bit into the weeds to make sure we're doing everything properly. But if you have backup, you can do it. American low key gives us just as much free stuff as Canada. I mean, there are some benefits. 2 suckers for today. LOL. Glad I'm one of them. Ryu. No shortage of pay pigs. Oh, yeah, we're reproducing like rabbits when it comes to pay pigs. You're welcome, Strongman. Thank you. Strongman's channel is vertical lining. Get in quick. Yeah, it's I think that now that I'm actually posting news and not just flaming grifters, I think long run my channel will start to grow. This has been a good pivot, and I still stayed true to my original self. I still make fun of grifters, okay? I just do it 1 video a day. I had to skip it today because I had to get that sponsored video done. Canada only gives things to low-income families. The phase-out is very low. Top taxpayers get gut. Yeah, that's pretty unfortunate. Kids are the best thing I've ever accomplished in my life. Too little. Exactly. It's really not that bad, people. I don't get all this crazy propaganda. Yeah, the country is already investing in tax benefits for kids or upping the amounts. Not controversial. Lots of companies do it. Countries doing it. It's not working. It's not working. The birth rates continue to go down. It's a cultural thing. That's about what I would assume. Tonight, Strongman can officially afford get a nice steak. Oh, I'm having leftover chicken. I'm still poor. I made a quick trade on Robinhood last year to try it out. I made 125. Can I just not mention that since it's a nothing amount? You're going to get a 1099 from Robinhood. It doesn't matter if they have to report that trade to the IRS. So you need to go on Robinhood's website and get your 1099 because it's going to be reported to the IRS. But opposing a tax on childless would feel more controversial because it's like you're punishing people for their choice and forcing them to support families with children. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I 100% think that's the right thing to do because it's the inverse. They're going to want people's children to support them when they're old. You can't have a country without people having kids. Like, it's not sustainable. I'm sorry. Oh, it's your choice. Oh, you can just do whatever you want. Everybody has a choice, bro. Okay. You choose not to contribute to the survival of your nation, of your people. Okay, you're going to pay a little bit of extra money. Sorry. Someone gift me, I'm broke. I thought you got a cryptocurrency, bro. You made a lot of money today. Corporations would implement layoffs and distribute work amongst the remaining workers. Maybe. Yes, typically conservatives don't believe in this style of social support through tax. I mean, I'm not like a libertarian low tax conservative. I'm not that at all. I'm not like a traditional, like old school liberal. I closed up 3.5%. I'm a total genius. Look at you, Big Daddy. $2 super chat from P. Morton. POF is one place to get a... It's such a bad website. I remember back in the day, I mean, I was married at the time, but my friend was using it, and it seemed like it was popping. This was back in like the early 2010s. Now it is bad. It is I downloaded that once. No. The best app is Hinge. That is the best app for higher quality women. Tinder is garbage. It is awful. It's mostly scams and bots and just weirdos. Weirdos. Is it not worth it to make normal videos, strongman, or post part of the lives? I know you get 0 ad revenue from these lives. No, I get ad revenue from these. I just don't have time to like do 4 live streams a day and then also upload videos. So it's a choice. I'm choosing to do the lives. I like the lives because I can interact with the audience. You pull in super chats. It gives the members a reason to be a member. Because if I just had a membership, but I never like interacted with my fans, it's like, why am I giving this dude money? At least if I talk to you, you get something out of it. Kids are a lot of work, but well worth it. Higher IQ men have kids. Exactly. I know I'm going to get a 1099. Was talking about not reporting it. My tax accountant charges more by form. It already got a huge 1099 DA coming from. Well, if that's how much is your tax? Look, why don't you book a free consultation? If he's charging by form, I don't charge by form. At the end of the day, I figure out how long it's going to take me to do your return, and then I quote you based off that. Why don't you book a free consultation with me? We can talk next week, and I'll see if I can beat him on price. I probably can. I don't have any overhead. My overhead's my electricity bill. But, I mean, if you don't report it, he's going to ask you, number one. And number two, if you don't report it, the IRS knows, and they're probably going to send you a letter with an adjustment. You're going to have to pay the tax one way or another. Just report it, dude. Market is rigged upwards. Oh, we got cash flow kings. What's up? Put a shirt on. I know. I'm a madman. File with Strongman and use the code Cashflow Kings. Yes, I have to pay these people if I get referrals from Cashflow Kings. And any of you, if you send anybody to me, I'll send you $50. Every person you send to me, you get $50. Now, caveat, they have to sign up as a client and pay me. You can't just send somebody to me and then I'm just going to give you $50. But if the person signs up as a client, I will send you $50. If you get 10 people to sign up as clients, I will send you $500. Not joking. I once got you to show my comment as a non-member by trolling about having leverage high-yield ETFs, getting great returns, and I said I would never retire. I laughed when you pulled up my comment. Yep, you got me. All right, I'm pulling this up because I'm trying to sell my business here. Don't be offended, members. Are you able to beat TurboTax price? It's like $200 or if you just have a W-2, yeah, I'll do it for like $195 or something. But if there's more than that, yeah, it's not. I can't beat $200 on most returns. But if you have a W-2 and maybe like an interest form and you're paying $200, yeah, I'll do it for $195. Okay, I gotcha. All 1099s are reported to the IRS. Let's see. You have a brokerage. Do you know exactly how much TurboTax is charging you? Why don't book a consultation? We'll talk. It's free. I'm not going to charge you for doing a free 30-minute consultation. I want to book a consultation to see if my taxes are cheaper with you. Book one. In the pinned comment of every video, in the first link is the tax consultation button. 50 Melania coins. All right, I'm going to go pee again. I'll be right back. Let's see if I can find another entertaining clip for you guys. What else? We need a longer one.
Holy smoke, is this ain't no joke, because I was literally about to go to bed.
Oh my word, look at that.
Wow, do we have a lot to get into here today.
Woo, 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 man. Oh man, I love it. I love it right now.
Oh, Daddy's back. Daddy's back. Oh, I'm back. Man, we got some time. We're going to hang out. I'm going to probably close off at like 4:40. And then we will hang out next Monday when I am done with hanging out with my offspring. I already filled my worksheet for the year, but Def will consult for next year. My accountant was also bought by some company, Pltr, Harap, Man Certified. What? I could probably beat. That sounds like an expensive tax firm. I could probably beat them. I am willing to negotiate on price. I'm just not going to let you like fleece me. Like, I think one guy was like, "Oh yeah, I pay $50 to my accountant." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not doing your return for $50. I'm sorry." Not sure you want to deal with my 217 crypto transactions for 2025. It depends. Is it organized? If it's organized, it's really not that big of a deal. I'm trying to get my friend to use your tax server. Hey, you want $50? Get him booked. LOL, Jeremy's making that money. He's getting that check. I have 2 1099Bs and a W-2. That's it? That's literally it? I could probably do you for 200. Book a consultation. We'll talk. Your fireplace has a door? It does. I'm actually Santa Claus. Code stock. $50? Question mark. That's free. Oh, you mean for a referral? Yeah. Last year, my return was $575. What do you have? Like a couple rental properties and some crypto transactions? That's it? I could maybe beat that. Maybe. No promises on that one. That's not a crazy amount because it sounds like you have rentals and stuff. That's not a crazy price. Man, what a day. All right, guys. What else we got here? We got a new member. We got a $2 super chat, a $5 super chat. 5 new members from Remixer Darkin. And somebody talking about plenty of fish. What a clown show. Oh, God. I have 2 fourplexes and 1099s. Okay. Actually, yeah, that's not. If you're organized, I could probably beat that. You got to be organized, though. I'm not sifting through your freaking receipts and calculating all your crap. If you have a report that, if you're, I don't know if you use a property manager, but they can usually generate a report for you. And then I can just go off the report. And that's how I calculate your rental profit or loss. And then you just got to add in the depreciation. You have 6. Well, I mean, that's not a problem. The amount of transactions really isn't a problem. It's more of the number of brokerage statements. God, so there was this chick that used to have my phone number. And number one, she does sugar daddies. Okay. I had a dude literally text me a couple years ago asking if I was still doing sugar daddy. I'm like, I'm a dude. That's number one. Number two, I keep getting these texts about, oh, you're late on your rents. Oh, I have all these collections agencies calling my phone number. It's because of this chick. Her name's Laura. She's a disaster. She's a financial disaster. And I have to pay the price because they all have her freaking number. Oh, $5 from Major General Tal. Thank you, good sir. I'll start an accounting MLM and you can be underneath me in the triangle. Man, sounds like a plan, bro. I'll definitely sign up for that. Yeah, an accounting MLM. How would I do that? I guess you'd have to recruit tax clients, or you'd have to recruit other tax preparers, and then you get a cut of that tax preparer's revenue. I guess I could do that, but I don't want to deal with people. I mean, I deal with my clients. That's fine. I don't want employees. I understand I could build my business way higher if I had employees. I don't want employees. Once I hit my peak, I hit my peak. That's it. If I'm making 150 in gross revenue, I'm happy with that. And then I got YouTube to make money throughout the year. But I don't want to deal with the stress of I got to deal with my employees and I got to deal with taxes and payroll and employees quitting and coming back and drama. I don't want to deal with that. No, I'm not doing that. Okay. I will always be a sole practitioner. And then eventually, if one of my kids are inclined for accounting, I will. pass on the business to them. I'd be like, all right, here, take all my clients. I'm retiring. So yeah, I would hire my kids, but I ain't hiring anybody outside my family. I can tell you that. But yeah, an accounting MLM. We could come up with one. We'll talk. Okay. Thank you. Doesn't hurt to ask, strong man. They send me a worksheet every year and I just fill out all the info, no receipts or anything needed. And then I could send you that. That's easy. Maybe he was interested. Did you let him show you a good time? I was like, what is this? What is this? And 5 years later, I'm still getting calls and texts about this woman not being able to pay her freaking bills. It's freaking annoying. She's just giving my number. Every time she does, she's probably scamming. What she's doing is she's probably like signing up for something and then putting my number in there, and then she doesn't pay, and then I get the freaking calls and the texts. You need to focus more on sugar daddying or sugar mommying or whatever it's called. But no, he did not show me a good time. I had a girlfriend that wanted me to propose to her, and I hesitated because we had an agreement that we don't do debt, but she took out a car loan. I mean, sometimes you got to bite the bullet if you want to have kids. It is what it is. I'm an expert at MLMs. I charge $12 a minute. For God damn. Yeah, I charge $125 an hour. So I charge like just over $2 a minute for consulting. She ended up cheating on me with a walrus. A walrus. And then when they got married, she became a whale. Dodged a bullet. Especially when they have kids, a lot of them become a little large. This just happens. Their habits when they're young catches up to them. If you don't get into the habit of working out and taking care of yourself when you're young, and then you have kids, it'll catch up to you real quick. Real quick. All right, let's see this text I got. Hold on. All right, I'm going to read you one of these texts I got from this chick. No. Or was it a voicemail? Oh, I think I deleted the message, and I keep trying to block the numbers because they keep freaking calling me all the time. You haven't paid this. You haven't paid that. Okay, that's a 2-minute voicemail. Okay, yeah, so annoying. Just saw the Dow. Oh, it reached 50K today. Just like Trump said it would. And Trump also said it's going to 10,000 too. So we're about to get rich, people, because that weird index, the Dow, is going to go up. Let's go check out. Let's see what's going on in the post market. All right. All right. Small caps down a little bit. Yeah, the Dow. Yeah, look, it closed at 50,115. Nice. VXUS up 0.31% in the aftermarket. VT up again in the aftermarket. The Q selling off a little bit. And SCHD up very slightly. Let's go see how our subscriber requested stocks did. They got Corning selling off a little bit, but it's up like 7% on the day. SCHK, I don't think that's updating. It was up 2% today. And XLE in the aftermarket is up very slightly. So crazy day. What about crypto? Wow. Bitcoin 70,137. Buy the dip, bro. Ethereum 2,052. It was 3,000 like a week ago. Let's see. Silver and gold selling off a little bit in the aftermarket. What else? The YouTuber stocks. Any crazy movements in the aftermarket? No. Kind of boring aftermarket, not going to lie. Amazon's still selling off a little bit. AMD's selling off a little bit. Nothing crazy. I think Amazon's going to be just fine, people. They're going to be just fine. Let's see. Money, money, money. Someone give me an account. I'm poor. You're too late, Knuckles. Somebody gave out 5 free memberships. Remixer Darkin did. But you missed the boat. Strongman, do your ex-wives ever contact you to try to see if they can rekindle? No. And trust me, I wouldn't. 50K is a good round number. Dow is keeping up with me. I like it. Yeah, 50K. You know, today was risk on because Fortis lost 2%, a reg utilities giant that barely moves on the average day. Yeah, I'm surprised. That turnaround was like very rapid. And I don't even know what caused it. Like, why did the market go up 2% today? Let's see what the news says. I'm sure there's some expert analysis here. Why did the stock market go up today? Let's see what AI spits out. All right. Let's ask AI mode. Come on, synthesize those articles. The U.S. market surged Friday, February 2nd, primarily driven by a massive rebound in tech stocks and strong economic sentiment that sent the Dow Jones above the 50K mark. Investors aggressively bought the dip, viewing the previous day's sell-offs as overextended relative to solid economic fundamentals. All right. So it's not really giving me, it doesn't really give a reason why. So whatever. It also gained yesterday. Its daily moves tend to be against the broader market. Yeah. Whoever's got that XLE, just stop being a bussy and buy Exxon. I'd rather just buy a diversified ETF. Amazon will rebound. I agree. Also, sadly, I can't control who gets membership. YouTube, please change that soon. Yeah, that would be a cool feature. You could if you could click on their name and then specify if you want to give them a membership. But even I can't do that. If I were to give out free memberships, it just goes to 5 or 10 random people. I'd rather choose who I want to be a member of my channel. I don't want some freaking troll clown having to read their stupid comments all day. There's always some talking head will say why the market moved one way. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, more people bought than sold. Here's your reason. People either bought more or sold more. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Any last minute requests, people? I think I might shut this down. Oh, God. But yeah, this is the last stream until Monday morning. So we're going to recommence on Monday morning. And then if tax clients start flooding in over the weekend, Daddy might be a busy boy. Might have to slow down on the Daily Clown Report. Let's see. Indeed, there is. Goes to Alan Carlson. God. Have a great weekend, all. All right, guys. Thank you for all the generous super chats. Welcome to the membership, Carl. Thank you, P. Morton. Big shout out to Remixer Darkin, a true American hero, gifting 5 memberships. P. Morton again, and Major General Tao. Like, subscribe, consider joining as a member to support the channel. Also consider booking a free, and I mean free, 30-minute tax consultation with me. I am a certified public accountant and would gladly do your business and or personal taxes any state in the United States. You can talk to me for free. I give you upfront fixed quotes, and I'll do your taxes like a boss. You can book a free 30-minute consultation in the pinned comment below. In the second link in the pinned comment below is the rest of my services, sponsored videos, consulting, my free Discord, my book, Stop Being a Broke Loser on Amazon. All the links are there in the pinned comment. I will see you guys on Monday. Cheers. Cheers.